guys, how are we doing today? Society here. I just want to go over with you guys my summonings for Lust. Kind of talk to you about if I had summoned her, what I had got in between summoning her, and how long it had taken me, and just kind of go through that process. So let's go ahead and get to that for you. I did record the actual summoning videos while I was editing those. They got corrupted. I lost the files, so now we'll just go through and do it this way. I did have a little over 250 summons. So if we just go back to where I started, my last legendary pool was Elowen. She was my first Elowen, yay me. 80 days into the game, 81 days into the game, I'm just now getting her. I started right here with 20 summons, 20 rare summons into pity. So I started pretty good to pity manipulate, and that was my whole goal and my intention going into this summoning. I wanted to pity manipulate. I wanted to use my full 250 for Lust, and in the middle of getting there, on the way of once I hit my soft pity of 200, I wanted to switch over and shoot for Silas and Vienna, and then once I hit one of them, or hit my my soft pity or my hard pity, come back over, finish with the Lust and Arrogance banner, and get my Lust at 250. That was my plan, right? What I ended up actually doing is I got very, very anxious, which I typically don't do. I always have a plan. I have a very strict system in which I stick to, in which I teach all my friends, and they stick to it, and we just summon legends like absolute weirdos. But this is where we started, this top row here. So, not a bad start. An epic, another epic, nothing, epic, right? Epic, nothing, nothing. And so once I hit those two blues in a row with no epics, I reset my pity by backing out of the game completely. And I come back in, and it resets again with an epic. I get an O-log. So now I'm like, okay, I've got to be on track. I got to be doing something semi-correctly. So I keep going a little bit. Epic, epic. So I double up on my epics here, and I'm like, okay, it's got to be getting better. I've got to be getting closer. And I'm getting much closer to my 190, 200 summons, kind of where I like to be at before I wanted to stop the day yesterday and wait until today, Friday, to summon for Silas or Vienna, right? I get here, and I get an epic, a couple rare lords, and I'm like, okay, things are heating up. I got a couple lords showing up, even though they're rares. I do have an epic with them. I roll again, nothing. I roll again, epic. And I'm like, okay, this is getting crazy. I roll again, I get a hollow. Okay, so I'm like, okay, well, I'm getting hollow who's rare. I've got O-log who's rare. Things have got to be heating up for me. I roll again, I get two lords, two epic lords. And I'm like, okay, this is working. I might be in a seed, right? That's kind of where I'm thinking. I roll again, I get 3 epic lords. I'm like, okay, and I get or 3 rare lords, and then an epic. So I'm like, okay, things are heating up for sure, right? I roll just all blues and greens. I'm like, okay, this is my tax. This has to be my tax. I roll, this was my 190, right? So my next 10 pull would have been my my soft pity. So I knew once I hit 190, it was my tax. Once I hit my tax, I knew my next summon was going to be a legendary. And I had it in my head, hey, I'm going to wait, right? Well, I didn't wait. I wanted to be greedy, and I wanted to be stingy. I don't have arrogance, and I summoned again. And I got no one other than Crash as my soft pity 200 roll. Okay? So now, not only did I get one of the worst heroes in the game, granted, he is fantastic for faction trials, but I reset my pity. So if I wanted to pity manipulate again, I would basically have to start all over again on the Lust Silas banner, because I could carry my lust up to 249, which would be another 50, another 49 summons, but I would need to start all over again, basically. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it. Let's just take this thing and see what's occurring. Maybe I'll get lucky along the way. I had a bunch of encouragement coming from my guild members, and I'm like, you know what? Might as well. And epic, epic, epic. Nassault's pretty cool. It was my first Nassault, and I hit all blues. I'm like, well, maybe this is it. I didn't get any lords, any rare lords or anything, but I was like, hey, maybe this is a tax of sort, right? Maybe I am going to get lucky within the next couple of rolls and get an arrogance. Okay, I get an O-log, and so I double up on my epics, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting really close, and I'm getting close to my pity. I get a lord, and I get another epic, and then I hit my pity again, right? Or not my pity, but I hit my tax one more time. Well, when I hit my tax, I already know that my next set of 10 is going to guarantee me lust, which you see right here. So I triple up on I double up on my epics with lust, knowing great, Kalina and Lightlock, but that's where I'm standing with lust at the moment. Really annoyed that I didn't stick to the plan. Really annoyed that I didn't stick to the idea of summoning for Silas and Vierna when I hit my soft pity. Do I think I would have still had Crush? No. Or Crash? No. I know 3 other people who got him for their soft pity as well. So I just, I bit the bullet, took an L, took a huge L. I do have a plan moving forward, and I will tell you my plan. I have the 13 rare summonings here. I have, like 3. I might have 4 10 pulls here. So I have that in the bag. And then looking at my currency, I've got 23 ancients and 2 divines. Now, if we look at my consumables, I do have a little bit of money left over from that 75 I had in my account. And so I'm still trying to figure out what to do with that. The Silas skin came out today. That is such a badass looking skin. So I want that really, really badly. But I really don't like dropping money into the game. I feel like we can't play this game free to play. Clearly I'm not. But this was a gift card given to me by my girlfriend, and of course I put it onto the game. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of waiting for the reset to occur to see what they offer for Ancient and Divines. I also am not doing too poorly in my events, right? So I've got a really tough battle going here. I think I'm going to get first place. So that'll put me at 20 rares, or 21 rares. And then this is finished. Well, this will be finished here shortly. This is finished, so I've got all these summons. I've got a little work to do here, but no summonings, just a couple of gems. The Tales of Smiths, I haven't even started this, as you can tell. But I would like to get this finished, pick up these 3 gems and this 100 gems, well, this 120 gems, before I summon. And then I would like to pick up these 2 divines. And I know, obviously, I've got to summon to get to these divines, and to get 3,000, basically, it's going to be very, very tough. But if you come up here, it tells you exactly what you're getting for everything. Knowing that I have 2 divines already and 23 ancients, I can do the math and already figure out what I'm going to get at minimum cost, plus with my rares, and not even calculate my heroes, just my summonings. So I can already pre-calculate that. But that's kind of where I'm sitting right now with my codex. I have purchased 7 of these ancients, and if I'm still going to make a push on these, I've got C on the Arbiter of Frost. I really do think I can get higher on the Arbiter of Frost, and I do think I can get higher on the Lord of Styx. And there is a possibility I can get higher on the Wasteland Titan as well. So my ultimate goal is to get 1 more Ancient Summon out of here. So somewhere between the 3 codexes, I need to find another 600 of these currency right here. The Immortal Sovereign. I need to find another 600 somewhere so I can get 1 more here. So this is how I'm planning on using my time and my currency in the next day or 2. I'll have these tomorrow as well. And then heading over to the banner, to the redeem shop. I do have these which I can still purchase, but I also really want this divine. So for me, it's really tough because I know this will be one epic or one ancient. I really only need 3 of them, maybe 4, to get another ancient. But I think that one divine would be so much more valuable for me. If I am going to go the divine route, I am going to need to wait 2 more days. So I don't know if I'm going to really have the willpower to wait 2 more days. It really depends on the level of the packs that they put into the store for around that $25 mark. And if they don't put any decent packs on, I guess I'll just suck it up and get Lust. Or not Lust, the Silas skin. So this is kind of where I'm at. All in all, I'm not very happy with my summonings. If you see my normal summonings, I summon very well. I summon legends at about a 43% rate. So 1 in 43 is roughly what I'm summoning at. And it took me 200 yesterday. Just out of the blue. That is, I've not had to hit pity or soft pity in about 2 months since I learned a little hack. But here's the shop. So this is really what I'm worst case scenario, what I'm going to end up buying. This skin looks a lot better than his original skin. The detail they put into this versus this just looks clunky and absolutely annoying to look at, even though he's a fantastic hero. To where this, it's very sleek, it's slim fitting, and he doesn't look so obnoxious to me. But in the shop here, I mean, this looks like one of the better deals for the divines here. But if I'm going to do that, I might as well really just do this, get the skin, and have my Silas look absolutely fantastic. So that's me. That's what I'm doing. That is kind of my plan and what I'm going to do to get my summonings up between here and Sunday. I will record my summonings throughout. And please let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you've done. Let me know who you've summoned, duplicates, whatnot. What level Lust do you have? I don't even have my Lust 6-star right now. So my Lust is right here. Like, I don't even have her leveled up because I've been focusing, as you guys might have seen, on the artifact trial. So all my spare stamina has really gone to that because I want those 8 rare summoning stones. But I do have her artifact, as you might have seen on the last when we went into her banner. And I do have the stuff to upgrade this. I'll just get around to that later. I'm not going to use her until I get her up to 60 anyways. But please, that's where I'm at. So, hey, wish me good luck. Good luck to all of you. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.